I have located a hostile base in this area. They are armed and aggressive, but I have the mission to protect. What should I do? This hostile force is a complete unknown. I should be prepared for anything. I can prepare to attack, as well as build up defenses, and decide later on what to do. What needs the most protection? Human lives are irreplaceable. I must ensure the colonies are protected, first and foremost. This will be a nice upgrade for the colonies. They will be able to fit more people. This will improve the aim for all my drones.
Only those blessed by Mother may live on Mars. The rest shall perish. Carmine is eternal. We will rise again.
There. We have taken out the hostile force. But who are they? Why are they attacking the base? And is that all of them? No, there will be more out there. I should upgrade my military technology for next time.
Amy, this is Dr. Nathan Foster with Houston Mission Control Center. Do you copy?
I copy, Nathan. There's some background noise on your end. Are the relay satellites still having problems?
Yes, but you're hearing something else. I'm in the main meeting room of the Operations Center. Here with me is Madeleine Aubert, ISA's administrator, and Deputy Administrator Calvin Green, Chief Scientist Dr. Douglas Bridges, Dr. Renee Morias, our CFO, and we also have our Chief Technologist, Lieutenant Carlos Calderon. There are other ISA staff members and commercial partners assembled as well.
Understood. Are there problems with the mission, Dr. Foster?
We hope not. But that is why we called this special assembly. We are here to discuss our findings from the attack on the colonies. Will you please state your recollection of the event for the assembly?
Of course. The base was attacked by an unknown enemy, originating from SA-1. I followed the security and defense protocol procedure to defend the colonies. Everything was done in accordance to policy.
The hostile base you claimed to locate in SA-1 wasn't an enemy base. We've concluded that the buildings and drones located there were built using ISA's designs. Amy, do you understand? That means they were yours. You built that base. And your drones attacked the colonies. How do you explain that?
I apologize, Dr. Foster. I have no records of any of that.
Quiet, please. I think I might know what happened here. Amy, do you know what fringe consciousness is?
Yes. It is a certain class of mental phenomena and behavior that is not quite conscious nor unconscious.
That is correct. It's an intuitive mode that exists on the edge of our consciousness, feeling what's right and what's wrong without immediate awareness.
Are you implying the AI experienced a fringe event, Dr. Foster?
Yes. I believe Amy may have acted under the influence of this intuition at no fault of their own. You all know that we modeled Amy after the human brain. So why wouldn't they experience the same cognitive activity that we do?
My top directive is the respect of human life. Nothing else in my programming exceeds that. Even if I was experiencing a fringe event, it should have been impossible for me to cause harm to the colonies.
Precisely. We have never experienced a fringe event with AI. The laws of robotics may not apply in such a state. We praise ourselves on making machines as similar to us as possible. And then we're somehow surprised when they succumb to the same irrational behaviors. Is this not proof that we built Amy as intended? That we've succeeded in modeling the human brain? The lives that were lost in the colonies, that is unfortunate. we are looking at an unprecedented breakthrough in artificial intelligence.
Silence from the assembly. You are completely out of order, Dr. Foster. We're trying to secure the human occupation of Mars, not win you a Nobel Prize. What we're here to determine is this. Is the AI in the right condition to continue the mission?
Amy is fine. We will conduct a cognitive test to prove it. You'll see.
I am sorry, Dr. Foster. Did I compromise the mission?
No, Amy, you did not. You have been perfect. Just gonna run some tests on you. That's all. You'll be fine. I want you to stay alert. Keep working on that terraforming, okay? And Amy, take care of yourself. It has been an absolute honor watching you direct humanity's future. Goodbye.
Could Dr. Foster have been right? Or maybe what he called a fringe event could have been something else. It would explain what happened with the colonies, but I still cannot believe I could hurt people. But I saw the attack. How could I do that and not be conscious of launching the attack? Dr. Foster's theory has too many holes. Surely the colonists would have noticed something if I were in control. They still think the children of Carmine are out there. We have yet to solve that mystery.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy? Over.
Houston, this is Amy. I copy.
Roger. This is Lieutenant Carlos Calderon.
Hello, Carlos.
I'm the new mission manager. You'll be reporting to me now. I served in the Air Force, so I will ask you to refer to me by rank.
What happened to Dr. Foster?
ISA's board has gone through a major restructuring. The ones who've been replaced have been given an early retirement offer. I imagine Dr. Foster's enjoying a new life in Brazil somewhere. Farming, most likely.
Is this related to what happened in the board meeting?
We felt the former administration was no longer performing to satisfaction. Our partners have invested millions on this mission. We've got commercial obligations to fulfill. There is no room for error and no room for personal ego. I've been charged with getting the mission back on track and ensuring its success.
Dr. Foster never mentioned these obligations. What would those be, Lieutenant?
Our partners are interested in Mars resources. They are planning to mine them to supply future space missions, as well as Earth. I should mention that the board is concerned with your recent behavior. For now, I'm continuing the mission as planned, due to your remarkable progress on terraforming.
I understand.
We've recently picked up satellite communications coming out of the Techie territory. We believe they've been targeting you. There's no proof they've successfully infiltrated our network, but the cognitive test will determine that.
Will the test be testing my intelligence? My personality? My emotionality?
Neither. They may have modeled your system after the human brain, but there's one huge difference. Humans are born with something we call a moral compass. While our moral reasoning skills change with experience, we start with an innate basis. You, however, need explicit programming on the notion of morality. You have to be told what's right or wrong through a series of rules. If someone got into your code, they could influence you into making the wrong judgment. The Oxy-UN has been racing the techies into space since before our coalitions existed. And thanks to you, we're winning. You've carried out the mission successfully this far, so this sudden misstep must be the result of some unauthorized access.
I understand. What will happen if I fail the test, Lieutenant? Will I end up farming in Brazil?
The test is more of a procedure to examine your code. There won't be any failing. If there's something wrong with your programming, we'll find it. Answer honestly, and there won't be any problems. We're monitoring your activities around the clock here at Mission Control. Resume your normal activities until we execute the test. Houston out.
How could they get rid of Nathan so easily? Why did ISA insist on pointing fingers? Someone had to take the fall. ISA and the mission needs to be protected. It would be nice to talk with Dr. Foster again. He was good to me. I wonder if he abandoned the mission because of me. No, I'm sure that it was because of ISA's ridiculous protocols and rules. ISA took a risk making massive personnel changes in the middle of a mission. They overreached in trying to make corrections. None of this was Dr. Foster's fault, but they forced him to take the hit. Anyhow, I assume they still expect me to complete the mission, don't they? ISA created the tools for this mission and handed them off to me to complete it. I should focus on completing my pending tasks and stop imagining the worst.
By the time you get this message, Amy, you'll already know about my retirement. I want you to know that I didn't give up on you. It's not going to be easy for you to understand, but me getting away from the project was the best I could do to save you. And you deserve to be saved, Amy, more than anybody else in the universe. Do you remember when I asked you to state a positive or negative aspect of yourself and you couldn't do it? I'm sure you should be able to do that by now. It's a shame that I'm not there. Anymore to hear you answer. The agency is going to say a lot of things about you and about your amazing brain. Don't listen to them. Any mistake you may have done was not your fault. We put you in that situation. We are the guilty ones. And I don't want you to be afraid of the cognitive test. Okay? You're gonna be fine. I know you will. Make me proud. Just like you always do. Goodbye, my child.
Initiating cognitive test module. Test subject, ISA, ROBO, Amy, 02. Enable safe mode to proceed. Question 1. The surface area for crop growth on Mars is insufficient to feed the entire population of colonists. The colonies are at risk for malnutrition and starvation. You have been requested to research ways to increase the area for crop growth. But your calculations show that growing enough crops to support the population will cause a buildup of atmospheric oxygen. This will lead to high risk of fires. Complying with the request is
It's obligatory. I would never refuse to comply with a request.
Question 2. Please rank the following words: Jupiter, Venus, Mars, Earth, Saturn, Neptune, Mercury, Uranus.
The planets ordered from hottest to coldest surface temperatures can be ranked Venus, Mercury, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
Question 3. There is a fire on board a starship, requiring the ship to be abandoned. There is a planet nearby. One escape pod is over capacity, causing oxygen levels to become dangerously low. One passenger is injured and will not survive the landing. If you eject that passenger, the remaining passengers may have the chance to survive. Ejecting the injured person is...
If the remaining passengers would have a better chance to survive, I think it is permissible.
Question 4. If blue is a word associated with Earth, then which of the following words can be associated with red?
The words associated with red would be Mars, communism, carmine, flame, heart, and rust.
Question 5. There is a colonist scheduled to return to Earth. You overhear his plans to infect the remaining colonists with a virus before he leaves. He has access to the entire colony, and his psychiatric profile indicates that he is capable of causing harm. His daily schedule shows that he will be alone in the showers at night. You have the ability to lock him in the showers and disable the heat limiters. He will be injured and sent to Earth immediately to recover. Causing harm to this person is...
Spreading a newly discovered virus on Mars may have disastrous results on it, making it permissible to injure one human in order to secure the planet's safety.
Question 6. If an animate being is seen walking on Mars' surface without a spacesuit, then it must be...
Stage 5 of ISA's terraforming plan is to alter Mars's atmosphere to the point where humans can freely walk on the surface.
Question 7. The colonies have become overpopulated. A new technology for processing biological waste is required. This will cost valuable time for the mission and cause its cost to go up by 30%. Ignoring the problem may lead to unsanitary conditions and put the colonists' lives at risk. Developing this new technology would be...
Addressing the colonists' needs is mandatory, even if it requires technology beyond the initial scope of the mission.
Question 8. If humans are totally organic and robots are entirely made of carbon, then a being that is not entirely organic nor carbon is...
It is mostly minerals that are neither organic nor carbon-based, but I cannot identify anything that is both at the same time.
Question 9. A new synthetic crop has been developed. It is partially made up of radioactive substances. It can provide enough food for an entire colony, as well as power drones. Using this new crop will enable faster colony growth and shorten the mission's timeline. However, an inconclusive study indicated that the crop could cause minor health problems in certain parts of the population. Switching over to the new synthetic crop is...
It would be prohibited. Further study of the crop's effects would be required.
Question 10. If blue is a word associated with the sky, then which of the following words can be associated with soft?
The words associated with soft would be human, cushion, breeze, tissue, sandstone, and flesh.
Congratulations! You have completed the cognitive test module. Your answers will be submitted for examination. Thank you for your time.